And what is up, podcast people? Soundtrack geniuses around the world. You're looking at another unwrapping. It was about a year ago that we did one of our first unwrappings, and it was for The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, the special edition of that score. But today, December, whatever it is, 10th, 9th, we are doing our follow-up to that, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, original motion picture soundtrack, special edition, of course, the score by Howard Shore. So, here it is. Let me get some of this propophernalia out of here so I have room to do a proper unwrapping. We just like to show off some of our older Lord of the Rings Hobbity stuff. And gives a plug there for Doug Adams' little book. Not little. Music of the Lord of the Rings. Okay, that's not what you're here for. You're here for this. The Hobbit Desolation of Smaug. Guess what? Plastic is still on it because some of you actually like to see me try to do this unwrapping and keep plastic on. We know in the end what's going to happen. I'm going to have to just pull it all off. But it is the continuing saga of the keeping of the wrapper. Ooh. So we have our special unwrapping tool once again. And hey, momentarily it's still on there. So before I do that, let's make sure you can see everything. Cover, the detail, new music, more Academy Award winning composer Howard Shore, Lord of the Rings trilogy, special edition 2 CD set. Includes the Icy Fire by Ed Sheeran, which I really like that song. It doesn't feel very Middle-earthy, but I do like the song. Expanded liner notes, which will breeze through. Interactive sheet music, that's new. And 12 exclusive extended tracks and a bonus track. All right, so that's the front. Yeah, that's the bottom. The side. Of course, this release is coming from Water Tower Music once again. They've done a wonderful job of that. I just got the actual promo download for them today as well, which sadly was at a little bit lower fidelity than I like. So I was really happy when my pre-order from Amazon came in a day early. So if you pre-ordered from Amazon, you probably got yours too and are listening to it rather than watching this. But for those of you who have not purchased it yet, you can experience it vicariously through this video, as you can all of our unwrapping videos, to see if it's a purchase you would like to make. So there you can see the complete track listing, disc 1 and 2. And now we're going to get into it. As expected, a map, wonderful, familiar Tolkien map of Middle-earth. And alternative art. I think that's been seen, well, not alternative, but it's the official art, poster art used for The Desolation of Smaug. Now, early reviews seem to be pretty good for this film. I still have some concerns, but I'm really happy that the trailers look significantly better, and the buzz coming out of the early screenings has been pretty positive. So I'm still guarded, but I'm not as guarded as I was. I wasn't really all that excited about it all until the most recent buzz. So let's get into the notes here. I think I missed a page. And see. Looks like some notes from Howard Shore himself. When I first hear the music... Oh no, this must be from Peter Jackson, I think. When I first hear the music that Howard Shore composes for Tolkien movies, it is in somewhat different circumstances to yourself. Or maybe this is from Doug Adams. I don't know. It doesn't say who this is written by, but I'm sure it will eventually. And we have a happy shot of Bilbo in trees with butterflies. From Peter Jackson. So that's who it's from. So you get the complete, the rest of his notes there. And he wrote that on October 16th of 2013. Nice shot of Thorin Oakenshield. And we continue on. We get into some of the credits. Nice shot of, I believe that's Thranduil. Sorry if I don't know everyone perfectly yet, but I'm learning. So more credits there. Music composed by Howard Shore. Music conducted by Conrad Pope, also Conrad Pope Orchestrations, and James Sizemore. And if you've heard any of the extended clips out there, I think you can hear Conrad Pope's influence in this already. I've listened to the score one time through, or at least the first disc, or equivalent thereof already, and I noticed some very interesting things in there, and I don't know how much credit to Conrad Pope or not, but overall the score seems to have a little more life in it than the first one did, and at least in part it's because there's a much greater use of vocals in what I've heard so far. And when you go back to The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey, there's not a whole lot of vocal work going on. There's some deep kind of guttural, male chorus stuff, that goes back to Fellowship of the Ring, and some of the choral stuff heard in Moria. Of course, the dwarves are reflected with some male voices, and then there's at the very end, there's the very bright and beautiful choral work done as spoilers, as the Eagles, of course, are taking certain individuals to certain places. As a very, very beautiful track, and one of the only other few tracks that have vocals in them. So I don't see, I'm looking here on these notes to see, this is Choir London Voices, recorded at Abbey Road Studios. Now there may be more choral pieces in Unexpected Journey that I'm not recalling, but just from listening to the first disc of The Desolation of Smaug, there is definitely more choral work, and there's some really beautiful stuff. Soprano, boy soprano vocal in one particular track is really beautiful and reminiscent of Fellowship. So what I've heard so far, I'm really liking. So let's get on with our unwrapping, shall we? Nice shot of the leg man, Legolas. More credits here. Mastered by Simon Gibson, Abbey Road Studios. Album edited by James Sizemore. Coordinator Alan Frey. So you can dig deeper into that. And then a new character. Oh, I've forgotten her name already. Forgive me. Toriel, something to that effect. Not in The Hobbit itself, but someone they've added. I don't know if they pulled her from the appendix. The name sounds familiar, like it's from the Silmarillion or something. But anyway, she's a character not in the book itself. But I'm glad they put her in. They needed some more female representation in there, and she looks pretty crazy insane with the bow and the arrow. So again, some more special thanks here, Peter Jackson. We won't go through all of that. Yes, and then our beloved dwarves. That doesn't look like all 13 of them. I can't tell if that's a painting. I guess it's a really great painting. I think. It's a painting. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's really nice. Whatever it is. And then Bard, we've got no text. Hope we're not getting into filler territory. More, but nice photos. Like kind of on a very flat matte paper. Gandalf, of course, looks like he's in Dol Guldur there. Then we get into the meat. Smaug the Magnificent, Smaug the Stupendous, Smaug the Golden. Looks like reading to the notes here by Doug Adams, I'm sure. Looks like he's breaking down the various themes. I like it on this nice gold paper. It's nice. Arkenstone, History of the Ring. Bjorn, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Mirkwood, Spiders, The Woodland Realm, Toriel and Keeley. Toriel, Bard, Girion, Bard, Lake Town. So he's giving us some information about some of the themes that we're going to hear. The Politicians of Lake Town, the 9. Oh, spoiler, sorry, I didn't know it's coming. Hey, this is all new for me too. The 9. Anyone who's familiar with Fellowship, The Ring, and further, you know who the 9 are. We like the 9. Smaug, and of course you do see the credit there to Doug Adams. I look forward to diving into the detail of this after I see the film, which will be later this week. So there's nearly the conclusion. You've got Bilbo, of course, And then this little insert here, I'm going to put the disc down and see what this is. Original most special edition, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is one of the first pieces I wrote for Desolation of Smaug, the barrels out of bond. Chapter in the book is such an iconic moment for the reader that it is a wonderful place to delve back into the score and the sounds of Middle-earth. The score excerpt here is heard on the track The Forest River, Howard Shore. Aha, okay, this is that interactive sheet music. Follow steps below to unlock the interactive content embedded in the sheet music. Okay, I wonder if they're using that same wonderful technology that they had for the last one that I don't really think I can, or maybe that was the Super Man of Steel one. Anyway, instructions on how to download the iOS or Android app are on the back. It looks like you get this sheet music, and from the instructions on the back, you open the app, point your device at the sheet music, watch the artwork come to life with immersive artwork and videos, unlock additional content. Okay. Make sure there's sufficient light, no glare. All right, we'll do that at a later time. But here is that special sheet music, which has interactive powers upon it. And so there's that insert. And we didn't look at the CDs yet. That's kind of important. So let's do that, shall we? We'll go back to the front here, if I can get it. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Okay. So here's disc 1. It says disc 1. Ooh, the print on the Hobbit part, the is not really, it's a little blurry. I expect more, Water Tower. Okay, let's go back to the second disc. Let's see if it's a little better on that. It's a little blurry too. It looks clear on this video, but the Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, is a little blurry, especially the Desolation of Smaug part. The rest of the print is pretty clear. So that's disc 2. Oh, surprises there. So that is our unwrapping of the Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, special edition original soundtrack, with most of the plastic intact. As you can see, it didn't stay on my Hobbit Unexpected Journey for very long, but we'll see how long we can make it last. So let us know what you think. Did you get the special edition? Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? Let's put its cousin right here, brother, right next to it. You're looking forward to the film. What do you think of the score? What I've heard of the score thus far, I'm really impressed with. I think it's a vast improvement over The Hobbit Unexpected Journey. I look forward to getting to many discussions with our Tracksounds team and hopefully with Doug Adams on our podcast, the SoundCast. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, if you like this, do me a favor, click the like button, share it somewhere on Twitter, on Facebook. Have people buy this special edition, not download, not get the digital. We want to have these wonderful presentations and music to continue to be published. So subscribe if you want to our YouTube page. Let us know what you think. We had a couple recently not like our unwrapping videos. I don't know what's up with that, but that's okay. They never left a comment as to why. So, hey, if we can make these better, only way we're going to know is if you let us know in the comments. So that's going to do it for this unwrapping. I'm Christopher Coleman with Tracksounds and the SoundCast. So until we're unwrapping another one of these, go get one of your own so you can do your own unwrapping too. See ya.